Students, good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible? Okay. So now let's start the discussion. Previously, we started with files. So as a part of the files, we discussed an important point: definition of file, purpose of file, file resides in. So file resides in secondary memory. A file is a collection of records. A file name is considered as a named location in secondary memory. Purpose of file is to get the data persistency. And what is the stream and what is the purpose of it? I already discussed it. So move to the further, and the part of that, operations on files also discussed. Operations on files also discussed. So two types of operations: write operation as well as read operation. So write operation steps, read operation steps also we discussed it. And now it's a time to see the most important concept now: file opening modes. File opening modes. And this is a topic I'm discussing. And next I will start with the another topic which I'm going to start with. The another one, number of approaches to open the file. Number of approaches to open the file. To open the file in some mode. So before learning this topic, we must learn about the file opening modes I need to discuss. So how to develop that, I just want to discuss here. So let us start understanding about the importance of what? File opening modes. So how many file opening modes are there? I just want to say, and what is the significance of each mode also want to discuss. What do you mean by file mode? You just see the operation here. Write operation. In which mode I have to open the file? Write mode. Read operation, I have to open the file in read mode. So to open any file, what is the most important? Mode is important. Mode is important. If I want to read the notes, I'll just open the notes and then I will start reading. If I want to write the data, I will open the notes in my hand, pen is there. So different ways of modes are there to open the file. So file opening modes makes us to understand. File opening mode makes us to understand in which mode, in which file mode we are opening the file. Opening the file depends on type of operation. Depends on type of operation. Type of operation. So this you will understand. I will read out this sentence after completion of this entire thing. So in Python programming, we have 8 file opening modes. 8 file opening modes. File opening modes. They are one by one. I will write it. Let us. Number 1 is R. Second one, come on, W. Third one, A. Fourth one, R plus. Next, fifth one, W plus. Sixth one, A plus. Next, seventh one, X. And eighth one, X plus. So once we know one mode we understand. First 3, if you understand, other things are dead easy. So let us start about the first file opening mode. I will take it. The first file opening mode I will take it. Second also I will take. Second part, W. And the third part I will take it. And third one I will take A. I will take A there. And next another part I will take it. The fourth one I will take it, R plus. I'll just make it ready, students. Then I will discuss one by one. Fifth one, W plus. And the sixth one, say here, A plus. And the seventh and eighth is X and X plus. Seventh is called X. And eighth one is called what? X plus. Eighth is X plus. Okay, students. Now I'll start with the each and every mode in detail. Students, now start with. First, as you know that this mode is useful for opening the file in read mode. Read mode. If you look at the operations on file, first part, read. You are choosing the file and you're telling to PVM, open so and so file, open xyz.data in read mode. You are ordering the PVM to open in read mode. PVM says, specify the mode name. What is the mode to be used to open the file in read mode? R mode. R mode. So I will write, first point I will write, this mode is used for opening the file in read only mode. Read only mode. What is meant by read only mode? We can read the data only. We cannot do what? Write operation. Read only mode. And we can read the data. We can read the data. We can read the data from the file. From the file. Are you following? We can read the data only from the file. Of course, read only I said. We can read the data from the file. Now, see students, once we open the file in read mode, once we open the file in R mode, and if that file name does not exist, you will get which error? File not found error. So once we open the file, in which mode? Read. Once we open the file in which mode? R mode. And if that file does not exist in where? Secondary memory. I already said files resides in where? Secondary memory. Does not exist in secondary memory. Does not exist in secondary memory. That means where is the path you are specifying? In that path, if it is not present, then we get, file not found error. File not found error. Are you able to follow? Right. Now see students, out of these many number of modules, out of these number of modes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out of these number of modes, if I don't specify any file mode, by default, it will be taken as which read mode. Out of many file opening modes, if we don't specify any file opening mode, it will be taken as which mode? R mode. R mode. Out of all the file opening modes, out of all the file opening modes, the default file opening mode is, out of all the file opening modes, if we don't specify any of the file opening mode, then PVM will be taken as what mode? R mode. Out of all the file opening mode, if we don't specify the file opening mode, then PVM takes as what mode? R mode. As default file mode. As what? Default file mode. Default file mode. Are you able to get it? This is the R mode information. Able to get it? So if anybody asks you tomorrow, how do you open the file? How do you open the file in read mode? Which mode we use it? R mode. So go to this place, choose the file name, open the file name in which mode? R mode. What is this R mode is called? Read. So this part, I think it is more clear. Shall I go to next? W mode. It's important. W mode. Now I'm going to write it. or W mode. Once you understand these three modes now, it is just extension to the existing things. W. This mode is used for, see for example, students, if I want to create a new file, how I will go to it generally? File, new, and say what? Others, and say what? Python. So indirectly, what file is created? Python file is created. How do you write a code for creating a file and opening in write mode to write my information? By using which mode here? W mode. This mode is used for creating a new file, and opened in which mode? Write mode. That is nothing but write only mode. Opening in write only mode. That and we can what? Write the data. We can write the data to the file. This is the meaning of W mode. When I said W mode, generally creating a new file opened in write only mode, and we can write the data to the file. That is the one thing. But here, students, there are two things you need to understand. One is in the case of what? New file. One more is in the case of what? Existing file. There are two situations are available. When you came first day to the class, when you came first day to the class, what you brought it? First day to the class, what you brought it? Don't tell mobile I brought it. Generally, if I go to any new class for learner, I will take new notebook, I will buy it. I'll buy new notebook. I will go to the class. So there I will open the new notebook. It is my file. I opened in which mode? Write mode. That is in the first day. I'll go to the second day. I will go. Will I buy new notebook or will I buy yesterday? Will I carry yesterday's notebook even second day? That means yesterday notebook I will carry, and I will open into which mode? W mode. So what is this new notebook is called which file? New file opening. One more I am going to open. Existing file also I am opening in which mode? W mode. Today I am writing some new program. Tomorrow I will add some data to the existing program. What I will do? Will I create another new file? No. I will open existing file in which mode? Write mode, and I will add the data to it. So how many ways are there to open my file in write mode? Two. One is opening new file. One more is opening existing file. Now students, if we open which file? New file in W mode, then new file created, creating new file. See students, creating new file, comma, opened in write only mode, and we can write the data to the file. This is the new file. I'm saying even the same sentence, one sentence only I can give, but I want to give you detailed part. If we open new file in W mode, then creating a new file, then it is created. Then it is created as what file? New file. Created as new file, as new file, comma, opened in write only mode, and we can write the data to the file. That is in the case of which file? New file. Next, if we open, important students, if we open existing file in which mode? W mode. Careful. Then it is opened. It is opened in which mode? It is opened in which mode? Write only mode. It is opened in write only mode. Yes. And do you know what is happening? The existing file already contains some data or not? Already containing some data. And you are decided to write the new data. When you open the existing file in W mode, then it is opened in write-only mode, and existing data is replaced with which data? New data. But what is our intention? That is okay, one intention. Another intention is what? Append. That time I will go for what? A. So what is this happening? When we open existing file in W mode, then it is opened in write mode, write-only mode, and existing data, I will write existing data overlapped with which data? New data. This is the very, very important. Overlapping is the word here. Now I'm asking one question. Be careful. Today I created a file. In which mode I created? New file I created, and I appended 10 records. I added 10 records. First day I added. First time I wrote it. Tomorrow also I'm opening the same file. In which mode? Now I am adding 5 records. 5 records. Today, how many records will be there? Don't answer wrong. How many? 5 only will be there. Yesterday's 10 overlapped with what? 5. That is which mode? W mode. Suppose if I want to carry yesterday's 10 plus today's 5 plus tomorrow's 5 and day after tomorrow is 10 more. I will go for which mode? A mode. Same to same. I hope you are following. I will go for what? A mode. What is the extension of W mode? Here what is happening? Overlapping. Because of A, what is happening? Appending. Remaining existing data remains same. Newly you are adding to it. It is known as what? The best example is your contact list. Already your contact list contains 150 members. You are adding 151 member. Are you adding or replacing existing? Adding. So let us go to the same thing. I will carry students. One differential. It is also easy for you understanding. A mode also used for what? Creating new file and opened in write-only mode, and we can write the data to the file. A is one of the next feature of what? W. If we open the new file in where? A mode, it exactly work like what mode only? W mode. If we open the existing file in where? A mode, then it is opened in write-only mode. Existing data appended with, it is the most important, appended with new data. That is the difference. Able to follow? Online students, those who are communicating with me, really I'm saying, appreciating. So those who are communicating with me, please communicate. Is it understandable? Is these three things are clear? Quickly. Now, let us move to the further. What is the purpose of OR mode? To perform read operation, to read the data from the file. If the file does not exist in OR mode, then it will be going to give you file not found error. W mode used to create the file in write-only mode. New file created and data written. Existing file opened in a W mode. New data trying to write. Existing data overlapped with what? New data. That is a W mode. A plus. Today I'm adding 10 records. Tomorrow 5 records. Day after tomorrow 10 records, like that. Daily I'm adding new records. Best example, when you go to the company, we are going on adding employee list to the employee table or employee file. Is it a continuous going process of adding the employee list or not? What it is called? Append. I'll go for banking. Customers opening the account. Is it an ongoing process or not? Append A na? Append W na? Append. So existing data appended with which data? New data. Clear? Now I am going to say, once you say this is clear, I will go to R plus. Okay, start on. R is for what purpose only? Just one technique I will tell you, try to follow. R plus. The plus indicates by performing this parental property. What is the parental property of or indicates? Read. Plus indicates other operation also performed. After performing which operation? First operation, parent property. What is the parent property? Reading. Plus indicates what? It will perform what operation also? After which operation? Read operation. Are you following now? Plus indicates X plus, for example. First perform which operation? X. It will perform what? Additional operation also it will perform. Start with what is R plus? It is basically used for opening the file in which mode? And performs what? Reading the data from the file. After reading the data from the file, you can write the data to the file. Example, I will go to the home. I will read my notes. I will read my notes. At the end of the notes, after reading, I will write today's notes also. What is that is called? Which mode I have to open? R plus. What that R plus indicates? I will read for half an hour. In the same, after completion of reading, I will write the data. So which mode I have to open? R plus. So I hope you are following. I am going to introduce same to same. I will just go for adding some extra points. Some extra points I'm going to take up. Here only I will say I'm going to take up. Here I'm going to take up in this place writing R plus. This mode is used for opening the file in read mode, read only mode only, read mode. The plus operator indicates that some other operation will be performed. Read mode, and we can read the data from the file. And we can first read the data from the file. And later we can perform. Which operation also? Write operation also. This is the important plus operator takes place. So what I'm going to say is this mode is used for opening the file in read mode, and we can first do the read operation, and later we can perform what operation also? Write operation also we can do it. I hope you are following me. Next, once we open the file in R plus mode, and if that file does not exist in secondary memory, then we get which exception? File not found error. As usual, same exception. And this is not a default mode. I hope you are getting it. Able to get it? Now, W plus mode, I am going to take it. Here, don't take like outside or somebody else. R plus means people will say write, read, write. W plus means write, read. Don't take it. And immediately person like me or somebody else will get it out. Read, write, W write. 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2, like both of them are same. Don't feel like that. Coming to the point, W plus is almost equal to what? W. But extra, what are we doing? Plus. Are you able to follow? So when I come to W plus, as usual, I said, W plus also will do the same thing. But extra what we can do? This mode is used for creating new file. Opened in which mode? Write mode. And first we can perform. Which one? Write the data to the file, and later I am writing here, and later we can also perform which operation? Come on, read operation, same to same, but we do this, and we'll see the example also on that area. And same to same, even in W plus, here if you see, same to same, it will carry forwarded here also. If you open new file, W plus mode, what is happening? Created as a new file, opened in write only mode, and we can write the data, and later we can perform what operation also? Read operation also we can perform. This is the one. If we open existing file in which mode? W plus, then opened in which mode? Write mode, and existing data overlapped with new data. And when you started performing this type of write operation, overlapped with the new data. I hope you are following. And here, which exception will be coming in R plus? File not found error. When you go to W plus, there is a chance of getting what? IO error. Next is called file exister, IO error. One more is called OS error will come. These errors will come. These errors will come. File exist error, I will tell you very shortly. Are you able to follow? So when you come to W plus, you need to tell this exception. When you come to this place, and this exception will come. Are you able to follow? Suppose I have data already there. I want to read the data. Later I will do what? Write operation also. Write operation also. Are you able to follow? First I will read my data, which is already present. Later I will go for what? Writing the data to the file. Write operation also I will do it. That time what will happen? Better to open in which mode? R plus mode. Because the moment when I open it, I will read the data. Later you need to perform the write operation. That is the original requirement. That is a property. Are you able to follow? If you want to write beginning write operation, you have to bring your file pointer at the end of it. Then you have to start writing it. That I'll tell you how to bring the file pointer. What is the file pointer? All those things I'll take care. Okay, now? So I will show you this practical in the class. Nothing to worry about it. Now I'm going for what now? A plus mode I'm going to take it. Shall I? A plus mode I'm going to take up. Very easy. A plus mode you see. Carry on this same thing. Everything same. Nothing is different. What is specially here? Write only mode. That will become write, and we can write the data. And what is happening here? Appending. Here what is happening? Overlapped. But W plus and W difference is what? Only writing. But here with W plus, what is happening? We can write the data to the file, and later we can also read. And no more confusions. W plus difference. W only writing, no reading. W plus writing, later reading. That is the speciality of W plus. W plus. Clarity is that? A plus. What A is? Writing and appending. Plus A plus is doing what? Writing, reading, appending. That's all. Go to that place. I'll carry on this. I'll carry out this part and I will write it. This part used for creating new file and opened in write mode. Opened in write mode. Now I'm not saying write only. Opened in write mode. And first we can write what? We can write the data. I can say first we can write the data to the file, and later we can also perform what operation? Which operation? Read operation. We can also perform read operation with what? A plus. So extra one is what? When we open new file in A plus mode, same to same, created a new file, opened in write mode, and we can write the data. We can write the data, and later we can perform, which operation also? Read operation. Read operation. If existing file opened in where? A plus mode, then opened in write mode, and existing data appended with what? New data. And after appending and everything, I can start reading the complete data. Are you able to follow this A plus? Done. And no more confusions. With the A, only what? Write only. With what? Appending. With R, A plus, writing plus reading plus append. What is A? Writing plus appending. What is R? Only read. R plus reading, writing. Understand? W and W plus writing with overlapping. Here writing and reading plus overlapping. Everything is so clear. Next is called what? X. Very, very important. X mode also used for opening the file in write mode exclusively once. Example, suppose in your lifetime, 1st March 2024, 1st March 2024, opened in universe, this calendar, 1st March 2024, opened in the lifetime, how many times? One time. Tomorrow, can you open the same file? Come on. Tomorrow, will you open it? You cannot. Tomorrow, what is open? 2/3/2024 will open. Similarly, when you go for a small implementation, take an example of biometrics in offices for login, logout time to mention. Biometrics for maintaining the employee timings for sign in, sign out purpose. Suppose that is implemented by using one file. For example, implemented by using one file. The file is created on what calendar basis? The file name is created on 01/01/03/2024 data. It is my file name created. In that entire day, login, logout time of employees are mentioned. And the office is working for 8 hours. 8 hours this file is active. And then after 8 hours, automatically file will be closed. Will it be edited tomorrow to modify your entries? Come on. So, if you want to create the file only once, like this type of situations, I will go for which mode? X mode. If you try to open the same file in X mode, you will get which exception? File exist error will come. File exist error. X mode also used for opening the file in which mode? Write mode only. But the difference between W mode and X mode is what? With a W mode, I can open the same file again and again. But with X mode, I can open any file in write mode one time only. Can you open the same file again and again? No. So I hope you are getting it. So the memo which is generated for you, for example, the memo which is getting from the file, will it be prepared once or each and every time? Once. That is opened in which mode? Write mode, X mode, one time only, that is issued to you. Which mode it is? X mode. If I open the same file again in X mode, you will get which error? File exist error. I hope you are getting it. So now I am writing. This mode is used for opening a file. I will write it. Especially I'll write it. This mode is used for important. This mode is used for opening the file, opening the new file, that too. Opening the new file exclusively, I'll write X capital, exclusively in which mode? Write mode, write only mode, write only mode, write only mode, write only mode, only once. Are you able to follow? If we use this mode, in X mode, if we use this mode in X mode, if we use this mode for opening existing file to open, if we use this mode for opening existing file, then we get, which error? File exist error. Are you able to follow? So how many times I can open this file in write mode? Once only. How it is different from W mode? W mode, I can open the same file again and again any number of times, but this X mode will create that file only once in write mode. That I can write the data completely. Once that is created in X mode, Again, the same file cannot be opened in which mode? X mode. Able to understand? Next, go to the another, see the exception name. See the exception. This file exists error will not come with what? W, or will not come with what? A, or will not come with W plus, will not come with what? A plus. Now, X plus, you only tell me this file opened, this mode opened the new file exclusively in which mode? Write mode, and we can perform write operation. I will write and we can perform which operation? Write operation. This is the existing. I will carry the same thing, X plus. This mode is used for opening the new file exclusively in write mode. We can write the data, and later we can perform on the same part. Later we can perform which operation? Read operation. Read operation also. Read operation also. That time file must be active. After writing, if you open the same file once again in X plus mode, you will get what error again? File exists error. In the single opening time only, I can do it. Read operation also. If we use this mode for opening existing file, then we get which error? File exists error. And what is the difference between X and X plus? X can write the data once, only for write only, but X plus can be written the data. At the same time, we can read the data also. And in both the cases, which exception will be coming? File exists error. I hope it's clear about all the modes. So read out this now. File opening modes makes us to understand in which file mode we are opening the file depends on type of operation. There is a lot of operations I said. So only read, only read, only write, write with what? Overlapping, write with what? Appending, only what? Read. Next is called R plus, read operation, write operation, W plus, write operation, read operation, overlapping, A plus, W, write operation, read operation, appending, X, write operation, and next is called what? Only, and the chance is there to get what? File exists error. X plus, write operation and read operation, and then what? File exists error chance is there. One time only the file will be opened. These are all called a different type of operation. People are doing it. Able to get it? Fine, students. This is about file opening modes. Let me save it. I'll show you the example also. I'll go for showing you. So I'll save it. Go to your place and I'll try to save it. Now I'm going to enter into the another one. Now I'm going to very shortly, I'm going to enter into the programming after finishing this. Number of approaches to open the file in which mode? Number of approaches to open the file. Let us go to the operations on it. Choose the file name. Read mode as well as what you are saying. What are the write mode flavors? W, W plus, A plus, X, X plus. Read mode flavors are what? R and R plus. Now you are having the clarity. So, okay, file opening mode will instruct the PVM to open it. So somebody has to open the file or not? Somebody has to open the file. For that, some functions are available here. To open the files in Python programming, we have two approaches. We have two approaches to open the file. We have two approaches to open the file. They are number one, by using open off. Second one, by using with the open off as. This is the most important, students. Now I want to talk about the first one. I will talk by using open off. I will discuss by using open off. I will discuss. Let us talk about open off. What open off can do? What will be the simple limitation of open off, and how this open off as, with the open off as, how it works? I just want to show. I will explain the base concept. Then I will go for the programming immediately because I have to show immediately the code so that it will be more clear for you. Let us start the syntax. Syntax. Students in the online, I hope file opening modes are clear. I am showing that code with you very soon in the class. With this, after completion of this, I'll go for it. Students in the online responded. Now I will move to the further. Come to the syntax. Variable name is equal to open of. I will write what now? File name. I will write file name, comma. File mode, I will write it. File mode, I wrote it. File name and comma what? File mode, I wrote it. Open is a function. Here I will tell you. Here, what is variable name? I will tell you. Next, here I will tell you what is open function. Here I will tell you, already you know. Here I will tell you what is a file name. And next I will write it. What is file mode? Already you know what is file mode. And finally, what is our limitation of open function? And nothing wrong. You can use this, but I always prefer to go for this because some hidden advantage is there with this. Let us start. First, I will start with the open function. Open is one of the predefined function, student. It is the predefined function. Every predefined function present in where? Module. And open function I am just calling directly. Directly means without module name I am calling. It is belongs to built-ins module. So predefined function present in where? Built-ins. Built-ins module. Okay. What is the purpose of it? And it is used for opening the file. It is opening the file. While opening, it will see which mode you have written. If you have written the file in where? W mode, that will be opened in which mode? W mode. Are you following? See, when you are driving the car, here one arrow like this, one arrow like this. Driving is something like what? Open. This left curve, right curve is called what? Modes. Mode of driving. Left side driving or right side indicator you are going to give. Are you able to follow? Something like. Is a predefined function present in built-ins module and it is used for opening the file. Any file name you write, you use open it. Opening the file in the specified file mode. Are you able to follow, students? In the specified file mode, students. So this is one thing we learned it. Next one is called what? File name. Represents what? Easy. Represents what here? Name of the file. Represents name of the file. This is next. File mode I am going to say. File mode represents what here? File mode represents either, represents any of the file opening modes. File opening modes. And that you already know, students. I need not to write R, W, A, R plus, W plus, A plus, X plus. Any one of the mode you can specify. Are you able to follow? Good. Now, students, once if I open the file in so and so mode, it is successfully opened. Best example, you opened your notes in the classroom. So it is in which mode you are opening? Right mode you are opening. So who is pointing to your notes? Come on. Who is pointing to your note? This is your notebook. Who is pointing to your notes? Your notes is pointed by what? Not even one time answers correctly is not saying. Your pen is pointing or not? Your notes is pointed by pen. You are opening in which mode? Right mode. Of course, you don't have the practice of writing notes or not, I don't know. Your notes is pointed by pen. This pen is called, pen is there in the hand. Nowadays, nobody is having pens. If any pen is there without refill, morning one student came, 7 o'clock today, and he's sitting in that place. And today, how he acted, Oscar award we can give that guy. Actually, if you act in front of me, who is a loser? He's sitting there, and I'm observing. I don't know. I got little doubt about that guy. He opened the notes. I said, write some problem. He just looking at me and seeing on the screen. Looking at me, he is writing also. And I got a doubt. He's not moving the pen also. When you are writing naturally, pen will move. And I can easily understand. He's not moving. And he's not moving. He is looking at me in middle of it. Then I read out the notes, I said. You don't have the notes. He said, sir, I did not write. Then he is taking pen, etc. Why you did not write? Sir, refill is not there, I said. He said. I took his pen. Students, whether you believe it or not, no? In that refill also not there, student. Just a pen is there, refill also not there. Even empty refill also not there. A pen without refill is nothing but what? A person without brain. So he is pretending in front of me. Who is a loser student? You only tell me. He can say, sir, I will bring the notes, means he can bring it. Notes and pen, everything. So like that people are. So don't pretend. So come to the point of it. Pen. Pen is an object pointing to my file or not? With the pen, which operation I am doing? I am writing my data. First line, second line, third line, fourth line I am writing. This pen is called what? Pointer. Pointing to my notes, which is called file pointer. Spell out. File pointer. Okay. Now I'm asking one more question. You will go to the hostel. You will open the notes. You want to read. After 8 o'clock, after your dinner is over, you'll start reading the notes. You opened your notes. You opened for what? Reading. Who is pointing to your notes? Good. Now you are good student. Now you are having presence of mind. Now this is your eyes are pointing. Your eyes are pointing. How is your eyes are reading? First line, second line, third line. When that line is over, opening new page. Like that you are going on reading. What is that eyes are called? Pointer, pointing to my notes. So pen is called what? Right pointer. Eyes are called what? That's all. What is the pointer? A pointer is after all variable pointing to my file either in read or write. What is that pointer is called after all? Variable name. A variable name is called what? Object. Every object will have what? Class is required. Which class I am writing it? Variable name represents what? File pointer. File pointer. It is generally named as file pointer. File pointer is a concept. Suppose I am explaining some PowerPoint presentation to some type of clients. I will just start my projector. To show certain line, I will use some lighter and I will mark it or not. And I'll show that point with red light and all those things. What that red light is called is a pointer, pointing to that particular content. Correct or not? Yes, something like represents a file pointer, represents a file pointer, pointing to the file, pointing to the file, pointing to the file. And it is one of the, and it is one of the object. And it is one of the object of type class, comma, underscore IO dot text IO wrapper, text IO wrapper, text IO wrapper, text IO wrapper. Spell out text IO wrapper. This is an object pointing to my file. Able to understand? I will show you this entire thing. No, don't worry about it. Next, I am going to enter into that. File mode is over. Then see students, I opened my file with open function. File is opened in write mode or read mode. Everything is done. I did some operation also. I completed my operation on the file. I completed notes writing. What I will do? Class is over. What I will do? Close my notes and keep it in where? Back. That is called what? Safe closing of my file. Similarly, even in programming also, in any language is concerned, once you did some operation on the file, it is highly recommended to close your file. Suppose you opened your notes. Will you take the same opened notes outside also? Why you don't take the same notes outside as it is? Suppose if you take opened notes as it is and all of a sudden some natural raining is going on outside, what is happening? Is it not your data will be disturbed or not? Something like that. Once you write the data or once you read the data from the file, once your file operation is over, you are supposed to close the file. Supposed to close the file. To close the file, there is one function name is available called what? Close off. Close off. This function present in the object of text.io wrapper, which is called a variable name. Variable name dot what? Close, I will say, so that my file data is consistent. Consistent means what? Accurately, safely it is available. A simple example I am saying, suppose you have a salary account in SBI. In SBI, it is there, customer dot data is my file. There is your account number and all those things. So much of information is there. Your customer details are there. And you took a loan from Union Bank. And you are already every month deducting from where? Your salary account. And every month, first or second or third or fifth or 10th, you give some date to them. That day they will execute the EMI program. They will execute the EMI program. Once they will execute EMI program, already you authorized them. They will contact to this file, opened that file, you already authorized them. They opened it in which mode? Come on. Read mode plus write mode. First they will see what? Right. To write something, they need to get the balance or not? They need to get some 20,000. They want to deduct it. First they will get what? Balance which is there. Balance minus how much they need to get it? 20,000. You have 40,000 minus 20,000 is going to be remaining 20,000 will be available there only now. While coming back by deducting your amount, you are supposed to safely close your file or not? Suppose if you don't close this file safely, if it is active, there is a chance of interfering some other program and there is a chance of leading some mismanipulation of our file data. That's why they, after doing some operation on the file, you are supposed to close it. Are you following? By using which function? Close function. In which function you have to use? In which case we are using? Whenever you open the file name with which kind of option? Open function, it is mandatory to close the file for safety of your data. Getting my point? By miss, that is nothing but what? What closing is required? Manual closing is compulsory when you open the file with which function? Open function. Are you getting my point? So, once we open the file with open function, it is recommended for you to close your file with a close function. So manual closing is compulsory when we go for what? Open function. But when you go to with open as, it is going to be automatic closing will be there. Automatically closing will be there. I will mention that point. What is that point I am writing? Look at. Here also I will write the syntax. Again, I will go there. I will write this point here. Online students, carefully follow syntax I am saying. Examples also I'll show you. Syntax. With open. With is a keyword. Open already you have done it. What I will write it? Same thing. With open of file name. With is a keyword. Open of. As what? Variable name. As is a keyword that you have already seen in our import statement. With is a keyword. As is a keyword. Open already you know. Then file name already you know. File mode already you know. With and open are what? Keywords. Variable name, indentation symbol. Once you write indentation symbol, definitely what will be there? Indentation block will be there. Indentation block will be there. What are you writing here? Block of statements. Block of statements. Block of statements performs what operations? File operations. File operations. You have written it. This part is called what? These two lines and then block of statements performs what? File operation. This part which is highlighted, sorry, this part which is highlighted, this part which is highlighted, which is written as what? Indentation block. For which one? Indentation block what? With open indentation. As long as this PVM is inside of this with open indentation, your file is active. Once PVM is coming out of what? With open indentation, when it is coming out, file will be deactivated automatically. Once you deduct your file operation, once you deduct your EMI from this, once execution is completed, your file will be closed automatically. Which is a better? Manual closing is better, automatic closing is better. Such type of automatic closing will be done by using which one? With open as. Suppose I opened it, but I forget to close the file. I forget to write finally block to relinquish my resource. Are you following? I forget to close. That time what will happen? Will it lead to some mismanipulation or not? Instead of worrying out, remove the finally block. I don't want to close the file. Automatically file has to be closed. That is the which one is the better one? Auto closability of the file is provided by what? With open. I'll show the example also. Open function compulsory how to close it. Here manual closing, no automatic closability. Here automatic closability of the file will be there. Best example I will tell you. When you are in your home, there is you are having something like what? In your home, internet connection, Wi-Fi routers and everything is there. As long as when you present in your home, what is happening? Your mobile is connected there and you will do the operation, correct? And you are coming to the class. When you come to the class, is your mobile is connected to this place? No, automatically disconnected or not? Again, you step in the home, what will happen? What is that concept is called? Automatic connection, automatic disconnecting. This is a best example. Are you following? Still, if you take it, you go to old apartments, there is a lift is there, iron gate is there. You need to open it, need to enter. When you go to 4th floor, again you need to close manually. If you don't close it, the cellar people or first floor people will get a problem because you need to close it manually. If you go to new apartments, there is lifts are there. With some timing, automatically closing will be there. Which is a better for you to avoid the problems like that? Automatic closability is important. Who will provide auto closability? With open as. I hope this is clear for you. Clear or not clear? Clear. So here file name represents the same thing. Here also represents the same thing. Here I will write some small explanation. Here I will write some small explanation. So I'm writing similar explanation I'm giving. Here also I will mention that point. That is compulsory question in entry point of view. Here I will write it. Here, what is this now, students? With, and next is what? As, or what? With and as, or what, keywords. Already just I'm writing for the sake of the notes. Done. And for that, instead of writing again the same description, full story, I'll just go to this place of my existing files. I will take it. Number of approaches to open the file. Now I will write it. Here I am writing one small point. Try to read out. Try to read out. Here I will add this word. Come on, read out. Once we open the file with what function? Open function. Then we must close the file by using close, and it is mandatory for maintaining the consistency of the data. That is called what? Manual closing. There is no auto closability of file. Able to get it? There is no auto closability of the file. So when you come to this environment, I'm going to mention this point here. Here, last point I am going to say. Come on, read out now. The execution process of with open as is that as long as PVM present inside of with open as indentation, then file name is actively available. And once PVM comes out of with open as indentation, then file name closed automatically. And this facility is called auto closability of file. No need to close the file by using close manually. Are you following? So there is no question of what? Auto closability here. There is no concept of what? Auto closability. I hope you are getting it. Very, very useful concept. Done. Shall I move forward? Online students, is it clear? Is it clear for everybody? Go to this place. Now here, I'll just keep it. Now I'm going to the coding. I'll go to the complete now. Complete coding. And yesterday's class, I forget to write some more things also in the index. I forget to write, and there I will go to this place. Done. In this index, of course, that I'm going to tell you as a part of this index of this. So here, after this is done, after some examples is done, here I am writing the data to the file. Writing the data to the file. There I am going to write it. Which function? Write function. And B is called what? Write lines function. I'm going to explain. Next is called what? One more is called what? Reading the data from the file. So I'm going to say reading the data from the file. So Lokesh Kumar, sir, pandas.write is same as open or with open. So when I come to pandas, there is a lot of discussion will be there. Lokesh, if you wait up to the pandas, I will explain. So there is pandas.write is same as open off or with open. So how to write the data to the pandas? First of all, what you wrote it, pandas.write. Almost I am going to discuss 20 plus hours I am going to discuss on that area. 20 plus hours, not even 1 or 2 hours, 20 plus hours. Where if you attend that, because if I say briefly, it is not going to connect to that. There I will, when I come to that, if you are attending, then you will come across. Now coming to that, writing the data to the file, write off and write lines off. Write off and reading the data, you will use what? Read and read lines. Read lines. These are the things I'm going to use it. This is also one of our index 2. Yesterday I forget to write it. Clear up? Now I'm going to go for how to write the data to the file. So we'll go for the first time to the notes. Now I'm going to open it. PyCharm. Let's start with the PyCharm. So let's close that part. Close this. Go to this. Now I'll move to the further. So let me close of all this stuff. Say plus. Now I will go to what now? 6 p.m. 6 p.m. files. Let's start freshly. There I'll start. First program. Reading the data from the file. Very small level example. Small to bigger one. And this files will be coming across once again in different formats. Go to the place. First one. File. Read example1.py. So many examples I'll give you. Try to follow. File read example1.py. So now I'm saying that program for program for demonstrating how to open the file, in read mode. How to open the file in which mode? Read mode. Come on. How to open the file in read mode? Variable name is good. Already example is there. If you take more time, no meaning of that. I'll carry this. I made everything ready. Variable name. I will take it as some KVR. Name is like this. Open off. Now I'm taking the file name called what? stud.data. The mode is I am writing here called R mode. I am writing R mode. This line indicates open function. Open the file stud.data from which folder? From current working folder. This is my current working folder. That means this files. Do you have any student.data in this place? No. So you will get what? File not found error. In the concept also I covered. Try to run this now. Simple example. Choosing the file name, opening the file name in read mode. See that? Choosing the file name, operations on file, choosing the file name, open the file name in R mode. Try to run it. You will get error. Which error? Exception. File not found error. Please read out. File not found error. No such file or directory student.data. Now I want to handle that exception. How to handle that exception? Try. I will do what? Except file not found error. Print of what? I say the message for that. What is this now? File does not exist. File does not exist. Come on, run. I say file does not exist. Are you getting? File does not exist. You are getting this data. I will go to, since this file is not there, that's why this is coming. If file is there, what will happen? I can say file opened in read mode successfully. Now you can start reading the data. This will not come now. It will not come to line number 5. Simply come to where? Except block. Well, I'll come back once again to this place, student. I'll come back. One more example. Create the file now. What is that file name now? File open example2.py. Open example2.py. See, students, .py. Now I'm writing program for demonstrating how to open the file in which mode? Write mode. How to open the file in write mode? Tell me now. Same, some variable name KVR is equal to open of stud.data, comma w. I'm saying not daily. I'll go to this place and a new, and I'm saying Python file. How this is created? Internally they used which mode? W mode they used it. Now I'm opening. I will say, students, since I specified a W mode, we are getting new file. This is it a new file or not? Completely new file created in which place? 6pm files this place. In this place, you are going to get 3 py files are there. One data file also going to come. Extra it is added. Print of, what is this? File created in which mode? Write mode. File created in where? Write mode successfully. And I will print the type of KVR. Type of KVR is equal to, comma what? Type of KVR. Just run this now. Be careful. Keep one eye here. Keep one more eye here. Keep one more eye in the output also. How many eyes are there? Do you have 3 eyes? 3 eyes are not there. 3 eyes means what? Careful. Carefulness is called third eye. Okay. Are you careful? It's there. Look at in 3 places. Here, because to create this file, whether created or not. And here in below part, it is to see what? Result for this part and this part. Be careful. Now I'm going to run. See that? What is happening now? See this carefully. Created or not? Created. In that no data present, no data present, no data present. It is of which type? Text IO wrapper. Created in which mode? Write mode. One more example. Instead of KVR, you take a rhythmic word, FP, file pointer. FP, I am writing, file pointer. Here I am writing file mode created, and I want to create one Python file. What is that file? I am taking sample.py, sample.py, sample.py. New Python file. How I am creating new file actually? Going to where new and then Python. There I am giving my file name.py. What they took it? They took my choice. They wrote internally what? Pointer, file pointer is equal to open of what? My file name.py. That file name is open. Today I'm creating on my own. Look at, again it is created. Take care. Run this program. See students, sample.py created or not? You go to that place. See students, go to the sample.py. No data. See, I will write my Python code. Print off. Hello Python files. Hello Python files. Run this example. Am I getting my answer or not? How Python file is created? They wrote what? File based code. Understood? Edit plus Java, any type of IDE you take it, they are using what? Files. Okay now? Well, there are a lot of things I will tell you in files, mind blowing. Right? These files I will carry in Pandas also. NumPy also I will tell you. NumPy with how to save my NumPy data in file. There is one concept is there. Thinking somewhere. That's why I asked you to sit here. What I said, stand up. How many modes are there? How many modes? How many read and write? How many modes? You said read and write. And they will ask who is your faculty. You will tell my name compulsory. Shido. You are looking like a 10th class student and you are not answering properly. That's why you sit here. Huh? Concentrate. Now go to the place. Now, I relaxed some rules for you, but you are doing wrong again. Are you talking in phone again with somebody else? You are okay now? Now come to the point. So now I will move to the, are you understanding how to create a file? Now what is the file created? Sample.py, std.data. Sir, I want to, can I remove the file? So many operations I'll tell you. Go to now, this example you go. Now run this now. Do you have student.data in this place? No, now. Do you have or not? Yes. It is there. Already created. Now what is this? Opened in which mode? Read mode. It is going to give you what? Read, opened in reading successfully. And I will print here what also? Print of type of what? FP is equal to type of FP. That FP. Okay, I will change it. So this I changed it to what? FP. Run this now. See students how successful it is. File opened in read mode successfully. Why it earlier gives file not found error? It was not existing. That's why it is giving what? File not found error. Understood? Now, next basic how to create the file and how to open the file. Shall I move forward? This part I will write it in where? This part I will write it in where? Else part I will write it. Where I am writing in? Else part. Else part I wrote it. In finally block, what I will write it? In finally block, what I will write it? FP dot what? Close I will write it. What is happening? Print of what? File closed. File closed. Are you following? File closed. Beautiful. Try to run this now. File opened, reading successfully, and you did some operation, and then what? File closed. This is a style of it. In case of file is not existing, std1.data, that time what will happen? Tell me, what will happen? You will get error or not? The moment when you get error, where it is going? File not found error. File not found error, here only exception is coming. That time FP was not at all created. Why? Not there, na? Nodes itself is not there. Where is ice is coming? Correct or not? So once it is done, after except it is going to where? That time what is looking? FP. FP was not there. You will get which error? Name error. Name error. Look at that. Name error. FP. File does not exist. That time what I will do? I will say what? Sys.exit. Sys.exit. Import what? Sys. Are you able to follow, students? Try to run this. What is happening? FP is not defined. What is still it is going to contain. It is going to say here, even though it is coming, exiting, what is compulsory executing? Finally block. Even though you use break statement, you have to compulsory go to what? Finally. The moment when except is coming, compulsory it will go to this place. So finally block. If you want to close this file, what I will do? I will close this file only in the case of what? Successful attempt only. Even if we use exit or in the loop, when you keep it, even in the loop, last class already you have seen. When you say break it also, compulsory what will execute? Finally block will execute. In this case, whether system.exit, or when you use break. Right now I cannot use break statement because break statement to be used only inside the loops, but not like this. Even if you use system.exit also, it is not going to come to this place. Are you able to follow? So the moment when it comes, it will come here. It is not exiting. Definitely it will come to finally block, and finally block is supposed to use FP. That FP was not coming because right side only exception is coming. Left side when it is placing means successfulity will be coming. Are you able to follow? So this part, if you feel that error, if you get it, in this case error is coming. If you go to what? stud.data, it is successfully working now. It is successfully working. I hope you understand this point. Well, go to the next case. As you learned this area, done this. I want to go for same example with what? With open I want to show you. In this case, I want to show you the readability, whether it is closed or not, I want to say. In this case, I am saying, I will say, here I am writing, you try to remove this area. You try to remove this area. Once it is done, once your except block, no exception came. In else part, what I do? I will read my file operations I will do. Here I am checking for your testing purpose. Is file opened? Is file opened? Is file opened? Is file opened? Question mark is equal to, now I am writing, there is one function is there. There is one function is there. Lokesh, sir, can we please discuss a case of file with a custom delimiter with right? I am in the beginning only. Lokesh, you follow me. I am in the beginning only. I am in the beginning because I already write in the index. Please follow me, right? Because in the middle of it, if you ask such like that, it's a difficult for me because I have to take care. Here already I wrote it. Here you see, here I wrote it. Just now I wrote it. Writing the data, reading the data. I already mentioned it. Okay now. So take care. Don't excite. I will explain. I have the concept myself only today written. Writing, reading. Where I am now? I am here. Okay. Take care. Now I'll explain everything. Don't excite. Because I wrote a great index. Nobody can explain. Even if you look into internet also, you will not find that. Now carefully follow. Now I'll go for it. In this case, I'll go to this area. What I'm trying to say, this part. I'm trying to open the same thing with what? Open syntax. Here I wrote it. Is file opened? Is file opened? In FP dot, there is one attribute is there. The attribute name is closed. Closed. FP dot closed, I said. FP dot what? Closed. What is that closed will give you? Try to run it once. Here I am going to say, is file opened? Is file opened? No. Is file closed? I will write it. Is file closed? Closed in the sense I am trying to say what here? I am trying to say what here? I am trying to close the file. Without close, is the file closed? No, it is still under opening only. Is file closed? What is my attribute here? Closed. Closed. FP dot what here? Closed. What is the output? False. False indicates still it is under opening part only. Still it is under opening part only. Are you able to understand? Then the same thing, you come to where after FP dot close, right here. I am writing now. I am coming to this place. I am from where? I am from which block? Finally block. I am from finally block. I am from finally block. I'm going to say FP dot close. FP dot close. I said after closing, I'm printing once again this statement. Else block. You are in else block. Is file closed? What is the answer? False. Came to finally, I explicitly called what function? FP dot close. Is file closed? Yes. File closed. What is the answer? True will come. True will come. Try to observe it. So this is called what? Else block. Is file closed? No, that is false. I am from finally block. I called FP dot close. What is this now? True. And file is closed. So I mean, if you go for just open, you have to close manually. Then I'm checking with an attribute called FP.closed. Closed is an attribute in the file pointer object. Already I printed a file pointer object. No? What is the file pointer object here? Text IO wrapper. Whose object is written? FP.closed I wrote it. I hope you are following me. Same example. I want to carry forward with open as I will open it. With open as. Go to the place. File read example 3.py. 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 Go to this place. I will carry the same thing. I'll write it. Program for demonstrating how to open the file in read mode. Go to this place. 3.py. Take this now. Come on, open that. With the open of, what is my file name? std.data as what? FP. As FP. As FP. Are you following? Yes. std.data as FP. We are in the inside the indentation block. What I will write it? Same statement. These statements I will write it. These statements I will write it. File opened in read mode successfully. Type of FP, I wrote it. I am writing here what? With open indentation block. With the open of. With the open as indentation block. Indentation block. Is file closed? Madhubavula. Here I wrote it already. Here I wrote it already. As long as the execution process of as long as it is inside of the indentation block, the file is available. Is file closed? No? Yes, sir. Available. Is it closed? No. No. Once PVM out of the indentation, then file closed automatically. In this case, now I'm going to write it. You are inside of the indentation. So coming to this place, now I'm writing this entire lines are called what? With open indentation. Now I'm coming out of that. See, my cursor is pointing where? Out of with open indentation. There I am writing out of, what is this now? Out of with open indentation block. Out of with open indentation block. As it is I am writing it. As it is I am writing it. What is happening? Out of with open indentation \n I will write it. I am writing. What is happening? File closed. What is happening? That will become true. I did not call anywhere else what? No finally block, no FP.close, nothing. You see these lines? Automatically you are inside the indentation block false. You are out of the indentation block. It is called what? True. This is called a manual closing. Even you can write what? Try block you can write it. Try block you can write it. Here I will write it. This entire thing you can write it. Now I am writing what? Except. What is my exception? File not found error. I can say what? File does not exist. File does not exist. File does not exist. You will get it. Try to run this now. So no exception is coming. Automatically file is active. Automatically file is closed. No need to write which block also. Finally block. No need to write final block. No need to call fp.close. Suppose I am writing stud1.data. What is happening you see? What is happening you see? File does not exist. Simply exception is coming. From where it is jumping? From here onwards it is coming out and then saying what? File does not exist. No file, FP name does no name error, nothing is there. Even coding part also, it is a more convenient. Are you following? No. Similarly, I'll carry out the same thing. I'll carry out, this is called writing related data. Now, I'll go to one more example. With open, I want to tell you. First, learn how to open the file. File open example 4.py. 4.py. So try to take it and say here 4.py. I say how to demonstrate this now. 4.py. Say this part. Try to create. Come on, with open. What is this now? stud1.data, comma what here? W mode. As what? FP. Because of that, what is happening? This file is created in which mode? I can say just a pass. With this line, what is happening? My file created in which mode? W mode. Write mode. Student1.data created newly. So there I will write it. Print of what? File created in which mode? Write mode, and ready to write the data. I will print that. Some information I will print to today's students. Type of what? FP, comma type of FP. You have seen already. And some important information I'm going to print. Try to carefully observe it. This is one information already you know. Some preliminary information about the file. Print. File name. I want to print the file name, comma. FP dot name. One attribute is there in FP. Attributes of file pointer I am talking. Like attributes of ND array, ndim, D type, size, shape, item size, etc. FP dot what? Name. What is the name? Will give you file name of our, what is the file name it is going to give you. Try to run this now. Try to run this now. What the file name is coming now? stud1.data. Is it file is created or not? See, student1.data. Which mode? W mode in current working folder. Suppose I want to create it in E, some C or D or somewhere else. I'll go to where? In C colon. In C colon. For example, Python is there. In Python, no files are there. I want to create one file in Python. What you will do? Carry on this. Carry on this. Go to the place. You go to this place. Here you write it. Here you write it. Say, what is this now? C double slash. Inside of that, kvr dot what? Data. Where I'm creating? Where I'm creating in C colon Python folder kvr data file creating now. Create. What is that now? Done. kvr.data created. Not in this place. Not in this place. Is it created in this place? No. In this place it is created. Go there and check it out. C colon Python place. Under that kvr.data created or not? Zero size. Zero size. How to write the data to the file? I'll take up. And Lokesh asked one question, our student. Delimiter separated by comma. That is my left hand left finger in the class. Left hand left finger in the class. See, I will show you. Lokesh, see. I will go to my existing classes. Under files. Under files, there is a concept called what? CSV file. Just observe it. What is my data? Student.data. So this is the one. I will just open it. I'll just open it. What is this now? comma separated value. Is it not delimiter called a comma? Lokesh, are you there? So your question, if I show you, that is, can we discuss with what? Delimiter. What is the delimiter I am using? Comma, comma, comma. Simple. Everything I will tell. Okay. This is called what? Excel sheet. In Pandas also I'll tell you. Nobody can touch that much deep I'll discuss. And that much openly I'm saying means what? Compare everywhere. Compare all the online portals. My notes also you compare. Okay, Lokesh, don't excite. I'll tell you everything. Then all I can say, topic is over. Okay, only thing is you need to go on reading. Okay, come to the point. Then now I want to go for what? But teaching deep also problem because students cannot remember. And if you don't remember, I cannot stop my general meaning of my property always going in deep. Whether you will remember or not, it is your headache. But I will go with my own deep speed only. Next, print off what? Go to that. File mode I will print. File mode. Why people already made bags ready? Time is over or what? Are feeling hungry? Because every friend student made ready. Keep your bags there. Because I'm feeling tension. Keep your bags there. Like that. Because I've seen when I'm coming now, in government jobs, some people, office is over. They're standing in the line. And boxes also keeping in the row also. Like that, all friend people made bag ready like this. And I'm getting tension whether time is over or what. So come to the point. File mode. File mode is equal to what? Come on now. FP dot what? Mode. FP dot what? Mode. What is the mode? Attribute. What is the attribute, my dear student? A is equal to 2 plus 3j. A dot real, your childhood days, 2.0. A dot imag, what is this? 3.0. Whenever you don't understand, na, I'll take you to childhood days. Suppose if I feel tension, I will see my 10th class memo. I will see my photo also. I'll open my intermediate memo. I feel very happy. Correct or not? That's why when you feel that it is a difficult, what is the FP? Object. Object dot name. A is an object, complex object, dot real. You know that. If I use wrong attribute, which error? Attribute error. Today I am using np dot, nd dot. Already you know a dot dim, a dot ndim, a dot size. So much string I said. Same thing here also. And don't feel that, sir, how to remember that, this, etc. In your contact list, 200 people are there. 200 people details are there. Are you remembering with everybody or not? Forget about everything. Remember this. Come on, run. What is the mode? What is the mode? W. Next I will write it. Now I will write it. Print off is file. Is file. Is file. Be careful. Is file readable. Is file readable. Is file readable? Question mark, comma. Is it readable? Come on. No. How do you check it? FP dot readable. Readable. There is a function called readable. Function name it is not an attribute. Function name. Readable returns true when it is in R plus and W plus A plus X plus. It is only W returns what? False. That indicates clearly that with a W you can write the data only. Practically showing. Understand? Go there. Next, I will write it. Next, is file. Come on. Writable. Is file writable. Is file writable. What is the function name? Come on. Spelling? WRIT. If you write your own spelling, Python will not execute. So there is a function called writable. RIT, WRIT, ABLE. What is the answer? True. So it is going to say true. True. Is file closed? Is file closed? Is file closed? No. No means what? False. So what is that again? Attribute. What is an attribute? Closed off. Closed off. Run. What is this answer now? False. Why false? You are within the indentation. You are within the indentation. If we go out of the indentation, it is called what? Come on. It is out of the indentation. I am right. See, my line itself is 14th line parallel to that third line. Run this now. What is an answer? True. Is it auto closable or not? Yes. Easy or difficult? Easy. But how to remember? Morning NumPy need to remember, evening files need to remember. That is a talent now. Salary will not come automatically. You must possess your knowledge. Okay, let it be. Come to the point of it. One more example, dear students. 1 minute. Hold on. I will go to this place. 5.py. 5.py. I'll carry out this. Now I'm going to say. So here I will say. I will write it what now? W plus. W plus. Same data only. Same file only. Today I am talking about the file modes I am showing. How to write the data? I will take care. Now, come on to the point of it. W plus. What is the readable? True. Writable? True. Run this. See this now. What is happening? Come on to the point back. Readable true. Writable true. That means I can do what? Both write and read operation. Our points. Important. Similarly, I will write here what? R plus. Be careful. R plus also will do what? Yes. See that carefully. Readable true. Writable. See R plus. Understand? Next, A. I will write just A. What is readable? False. Writable? True. See that now. Readable false. Writable false. What is this now? A. Easy. A plus. A plus. Come on. A plus. KVR 1.data. New file is creating in that place. Come on. Run this. Done. True, true. Go to the place here. In this place. Here I am going to take it. C colon. Python. KVR 1.data created. Everything what we said line by line practically I am showing here. Are you able to follow, students? Now last and final I will say this is called 5 dot. Now 6 dot I want to show you. 6 dot I want to go for this. X mode I want to show you. So 6 dot I will go to 6 dot. I'll carry this part. I'll say here 6 dot. Which mode I am taking? X mode I am taking. X mode means this file is already there or not? There. Already there. Which exception will come? File exists error. File exists error. Run this now. See, students. File exists error. Came or not? File exist. This data was already exist. You say one more in place of that. You write just stud.data. Stud.data. Is stud.data is there or not in my current folder? Yes, it is there. Already. Again, you will get what? File exists error. That time what I will do? Try block I will write it. Try block I will write it. See, students. Try block I will write it. Here I am writing happily. What is this now? Except file exist error. File exist error. Say that what? File already exist. File already exist. File already exist. Try to run, students. You are getting file already exist. Getting or not? Yes. Now I will write today what? Student2.data. Is it there? Created in which mode? X mode. X mode is nothing but write mode only. You already know. X mode. Same. FP mode, readable, writable, everything. You know already X will do what? Only writing. Readable is not possible. See that? Creating. Student 1 and student is there. Student 2 will create now. Careful. See that student 2 created or not? First of all, see this now. Careful. Same X mode. Text IO wrapper. mode is X, readable false, writable true, closed after indentation true. Perfect. Now I'll open what? X plus. X plus. Which error? File exist error. Because it is already there. Run except file exist error. I will go for what? 3.py. Creating plus. We can write plus what? You can read. See, 3.py. Yes. Readable true, writable true, false. Perfect. Here 3 created or not? These are called file opening modes. What are the attributes of FP? File pointer, dot name, dot mode, dot closed, dot readable of, dot writable of. Can you answer now? Okay. Don't feel tension. Tomorrow I will ask you. Okay. Are you following? Because if I don't ask now, you will think our sir will not ask. At least being a student of mine, I will keep some pressure. If you don't take, our sir will ask many things. If you don't answer means it's your own risk. Okay. So now coming to the point of it, students in online, I hope today's class you understood and I shown the example. Tomorrow class, what is that? I will move to the further how to write the data to the file. How to write the data to the file. Writing the data to the file, reading the data to the file. This part I will cover. Saturday. Don't prepare any underground action plans. 22 points. Are you ready to tell exception handling? Huh? Yes or no? No. Yes, sir. Only first row is saying yes. Second row onwards, doubt. Girls, will you say? No, you need to say. Will you say? Not answering. So no problem, students. But I'll ask. Tomorrow I will discuss this concept. Don't miss the class. Thank you. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'll continue the class. Thank you. Online students, today there is no doubts because the time is almost over. Tomorrow class, I'll clarify your doubts. If any doubts are there, tomorrow I will clarify. No more doubts today's class. Thank you, students.